Hey guys, Lunar Spy 1127 here, bringing you Bleach, Chapter 519, Hot Hot Heat. Chapter begins with Ichigo and Zero Squad members in the Royal Palace. Ichigo realized that to get into the palace, you need to create the Ouken. And here is actually some pretty good information. We actually learned about Aizen's motivations behind what he was doing. Apparently, we learned that the Ouken is basically the power the Zero Squad members have received from the Spirit King. So in a way, Aizen wanted to create a Zero Squad member. Yeah, he wanted to create a Shinigami, use that Shinigami to use its Ouken to go into the Spirit Palace and assassinate the Spirit King to become God himself. That was his motivation. Now, maybe it was still... Now, it was revealed later on in the chapter, at the very last page, who we do get to see the Spirit King. But we still don't know, like, whether this guy is supposed to be evil or bad. Because the way Aizen has said it, you know, like, right before he was being sealed, is that... I remembered in the final chapter, it was when Aizen said, how can you serve to that thing, or something like that. And then Urahara says, oh, you mean the Spirit King. So Aizen knew something about the Spirit King. Maybe he hated it for some reason, but maybe we'll learn about that later on. And yeah, there was a bit of a foreshadowing that maybe the Spirit King might be evil, but then again, it would be predictable, but it's Bleach, so yeah, we still don't know a lot about the Spirit King anyway. So yeah, we do get to learn about Aizen's motivations throughout the beginning, so I thought that was pretty good. And from what Senjumaru, the girl with the multiple arms, has said, that Aizen really was evil, but the Quincy's are way more evil than him. We've seen how evil Yuha Bach can really be, so, you know, I'm not surprised. They fucked up Soul Society. They killed a couple of characters. Well, two. Three were supposedly injured. Well, four supposedly injured. One is still unknown. So before Ichigo can go see the Spirit King, one of the Zero Squad members, which we learn his name is the Hot Spring Demon Tenjiro Kirinji. He was the one that I think taught Unohana the healing techniques. So what Tenjiro was gonna do was he's gonna take Ichigo up to this hot spring in the Kirin Palace. Yeah, apparently each of the platforms above the sky, they're actually each of the squad members' own palace. They're each a guardian of their own town. So this makes me believe that maybe there are townspeople, other spirits in these towns. If not, then I don't know what the point is to having their own city with just themselves. So if there are other spirits in the Spirit Palace, other than the Zero Squad members and the Spirit King itself, I mean, how do they get into the Spirit Palace? Does the Spirit King choose them, these spirits? Because if it's like that, if there are other people in this town, in these towns aside from Squad Zero and the Spirit King, then that means that this Spirit Palace might be heaven. And, you know, we already have hell. And Soul Society, what does that make it Soul Society? Does that make it purgatory or in-between world or something? So, yeah, there's a lot of questions about that. So, Ichigo goes to Tenjiro's Kirin Palace, which it was called, to go to this hot spring. Apparently, this was a hot spring similar to Urahara's hot spring way back when he was, like, learning to obtain Bankai, way back in Soul Society arc. So Urahara, yeah, he managed to copy that hot spring from Tenjiro's hot spring, which apparently was called the White Bone Pond? Yeah, it was called White Bone Hell. So basically, when they go into White Bone Hell, they release the blood or any of the Ryatsu that was contaminated from the enemy's Ryatsu, and then they go into this hot spring with red water, which is called Blood Hell Pond, which is called Bloody Hell Pond, which is where they regain their blood and Ryatsu, so their bodies would be technically cleansed. Ichigo, he seems to be a bit annoyed that they're at this hot spring, but again, that Tenjiro explained that to Ichigo, and yeah, throughout this chapter, there seems to be these the Bleach comedy moments that they always put in between serious moments. Although I gotta admit, it was kind of funny seeing Byakuya's head bobbing up on the surface of the water, and that Tenjiro just pushing him down. He's like, "Oops, it floated up." There you go, just pushing him down in the water. I thought that was kind of funny. So yeah, not only Ichigo is there to heal himself, but also Byakuya, Renji, and Rukia. There was a moment when you see Rukia floating in the water, and you see her ass sticking up because fan service, I guess. And then Tenjiro said this, he's like, makes you really crave for some peaches, huh? I'm like, what? I mean, some of the parts were kind of funny, but I felt like some of this was not really necessary to this chapter. But this is Kubo and, you know, Bleach, it has all these funny moments. It's, I guess, to fill up page space or something. Oh, although some of the parts were actually funny, I admit. Also, in the middle of the chapter, we get this cover page of Rukia and Orihime in a sauna, wearing nothing but towels. Because fan service. Why the hell not? So yeah, that's just the majority of the chapter. Ichigo going to the palace, then going to Tenjiro's Kirin Palace to get him and the other injured Shinigami healed up. I still don't know why they didn't bring Kenpachi, but you know, like right after they're being healed, I guess while that is going on, we cut to the Spirit Palace where the Spirit King lives, and apparently it's that big column or pillar that was up in the sky. We get to see an attendant who sees the Spirit King, and he's like, "Have you awoken, Spirit King Sama?" So apparently the Spirit King, he was engulfed in this weird-looking cocoon, and we don't get to see him, his face completely, just the top half, and we see him opening his eyes, and the pupils look pretty weird. I don't know how to explain it really. So, and then it's set, and that's basically where the chapter ends. So, I thought this Bleach chapter, it was okay, but I felt like some of the funny moments that was going on wasn't completely necessary. I thought it was just filler for this chapter. But some of the funny moments I did like. You know, Byakuya's head sticking up on the surface of the water. I thought that was kind of funny. Tenjiro, I guess, so we know only 3 of the 5 squad members. We still don't know that little short guy that looks like Love. I mean, where the hell is he? We haven't even seen, we only seen him in like twice. One in one page and the other one in a cover page. So what's his deal? I mean, where the hell is he? And we still don't even know about the big bald guy with the black mustache, the black beard. I mean, we don't even know that guy's name or what he does. You know, the way Urahara like learns all these, you know, his abilities and learn how to imitate Tenjiro's hot spring. I'm surprised he was never chosen to become a member of Squad Zero. I don't know. Also, is the Spirit King slumbering? I mean, so what? The entire time the Spirit King was sleeping of all the events that was going on in Bleach? I don't know what that means. Maybe he was asleep for a while. Maybe that explains the cocoon. Maybe he's like in his cocoon to like sleep for a bit while so then he can emerge as a different being or something. I don't know. I still want to learn about the answers about the Spirit King or what's going on with the Vandenreich and what's the deal with Ichigo's mom. I still want to know about those things, but yeah, overall, this Bleach chapter, it was okay. We do get to learn a little bit of a couple of things like Aizen and a little bit of the Spirit King and the Ouken. Although, yeah, as I said before, the funny moments, some of them were funny, some of them weren't and didn't feel like they were necessary, but this was still an okay chapter. But I'm hoping that 520 will definitely, I'm guessing after the hot spring, they'll probably go to each different palace or something. Maybe 520 will finally get to see the Rei Jutsu that the bald guy was talking about to reforge Tensa Zangetsu. I still want to learn about what that is deal with Ichigo being a Quincy. I still want to know about that. So, I mean, Kubo, come on. We need some answers here. Come on. I want to know. So, yeah, that's what my thoughts on Bleach Chapter 519. So, yeah, I'm Nurse Problem 27, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.